Hi there, friends, and welcome back to another video. So here I got these wooden crafts, Easter style, and they come in a pack of 50. And I'm just showing here the paints that I purchased as well. I got this earlier for a plaster art kit as extra paint. And yeah, this was only under $10, and also a foam brush and this red brush that came with the plaster kit. So all of these kits from Dollarama are reusable, which I love. And yeah, so those are the colors. And again, I'm just showing this egg carton I always keep for my kids to use as disposable paint palettes. I find they're durable enough to hold the paint, and they're the right sort of size for mixing colors, which is their favorite thing to do. So they are just divided it up so that they each got their own palette. And there, I'm just going to start adding in the colors. And when they get older too, I'll just let them do this themselves. Right now, they're a bit too young because, again, the paint is quite watery, but it is good quality paint for $4.75. This paint is thick enough, and there we go. See all the colors? The colors are quite thick and they're vibrant. And they're quite good quality. I only paid $4 for a pack of them. And next phase, so here I set my oldest. We're painting on the floor, so I used a yoga mat covered in the garbage bag, covered on my art board. So it's all about layers. And again, I have a water cup, and it's all about like having things that are wide enough, because I don't know about your kids, but my kids, they love mixing even colors in the water and just blending away. So there I created like a mini pattern. And what I discovered too is it needed to be taped down. So I'm just using this, tape that you use for wrapping paper. And it doesn't, it can come off easily. It doesn't damage the wood craft. And I found it really helped because, again, it's thinner. It wasn't thick like the other plaster. So taping it down really helped with the painting process. And once we got that straightened out, it was smooth sailing for the rest of the craft. I'm so excited about spring. I can't wait to start planting flowers and a vegetable garden. And that's why I love doing crafts, even at the end of March, and just getting in that spirit of Easter and spring. And also, we've been seeing a lot of rabbits around our neighborhood, so it's been great for them to like paint their own bunnies. And they're so excited to see the bunnies every morning, and they're painting them. So it's a whole thing, a whole happy thing, And they're just having fun. And yeah, my son here was excited to create a pattern that I gave a pattern. And then they can experiment with other colors because this is a pack of 50. So I have 100 in total of bunnies and eggs that they can paint. And then we can create our own decorations and decorate the house with to celebrate Easter and spring and all good things that come with spring. So yeah, there he is, just adding colors and blending away the blue and the green together. And the paintbrush worked very well on this craft as well, It was the the bristles didn't fall out or anything. And it stayed together, and they can just go all out, And here's my daughter. I chose a different pattern for her. And again, I taped it down. This is a foam core board, all from Dollarama. And I just used that because I found too with the foam core board, there's a little bit of a shiny side, and that made it easier to paint on. So just showing that process there. So again, it was a little bit waterproof, and it made things a lot easier, because again, I don't want to, I want to give them enough space to paint. So that's why I like getting these large boards as different options. And, sometimes you just want to be on the floor to paint. at times and just giving other options. And this is all done in my art room where it's nice and sunny. I mean, our whole house is sunny, but I want to have a change of scene. And we were enjoying music and just having a good time and seeing the progress here. And again, we're just all getting over a cold. I'm sort of, being a parent, you're always the last to get sick. So that's why my voice sounds so different. I'm still in the middle of being sick. So that's why there aren't as many videos this week. My apologies. But yeah, it's always nice, I find, if you're not feeling 100% or a little under the weather, to just have some crafting time, some screen-free time, and just chill and just take your time and create and be creative. And that's the other view. I really like how the pattern turned out, and I did it so quick. And there's my younger child painting away, mixing the color there. So see what I mean? There's enough space to mix the color. And I think this carton can be used at least one more time, 3 times is kind of pushing it just because of the water-based paint and, the back and forth. But yeah, they just had so much fun. And then I can't wait to share my own paintings using the wood crafts. Sometimes you need a break from paper, and just doing other things, trying new materials. It's always fun. She's just really concentrating here on the green body, and I like how, it's good practice for the grip. So just working on that as well. So yeah, this container I actually got from Dollar Tree, this red water holder, and I like how it has a lid as well. And it even has a holder for brushes, so you can sort of balance it on top. And so here she is mixing colors for the egg and just adding in a beautiful lavender color. And yeah, this was a great, easy activity. But, again, there's a little prep to do with making sure everything is waterproof. I always like to add layers of protection and just, simple garbage bag. I always pick up extra while I'm in the same store in Dollarama. And yeah, just make sure you have a waterproof layer and you can just go for it. And here's another angle of the beautiful purple egg. And yeah, just having fun. So yeah, when it comes to paint, just make sure whatever they're painting on top of is waterproof and that, it's thick enough so that in case there's a spill, it doesn't soak through and damage anything underneath. So that's why I find the foam core is not bad. It's, it can be used once or twice depending on how much paint is being used. But for these little crafts, I think it's perfect having the foam core, but on the shiny side up, which is a little bit waterproof. So it can, withstand, it can hold on to the paint that's being, you can see how it's painted onto the board there. Yeah, and just showing the egg carton there. I really love using that, and it gets rid of the recycle too. And it's already there, and that is the result. Beautiful. And this is it. Everything is placed on my egg carton drying rack. And I love using this because you can move it to a safe place to dry. So hope you enjoyed this video and happy Easter, everyone. And happy crafting. Bye now.